Another information reaching us sharply is that Benjamin Sesko could be in Arsenal in a few days because they've agreed around 64 million pounds. Now, another information again is that Arsenal are also in talk with Victor Gyökeres. Now, for that of Benjamin Sesko is that Arsenal have been able to convince him to sign for Arsenal. In fact, they are working tirelessly to convince him, and of which they've been able to do that. And now, RB Leipzig have already agreed now to sell him around that 64 million plus. Are you getting it? And then Victor Gyökeres, on the other hand, also Arsenal have already also had an agreement in place, which they intend to, buy him. But there's problem because I don't know how Arsenal wants to do this. Whether they want to sign the both of them is what we are here to know, and how they intend to use the both of them. But I tell you, let's have our fingers crossed and see how everything unfolds. But what I know and what I'm sure of is that Arsenal will definitely sign striker come this transfer window. Arsenal will definitely sign striker. They will definitely sign striker, and that striker is between Victor Gyökeres and Benjamin Sesko, or they might even end up signing the two. And not to forget, Arsenal is also in contact seriously, making sure that Eberechi agrees to sign for them. But where we are having problem is whether they will be ready to trigger the release clause of Eze Eberechi. Now, the twist in this thing is that if Arsenal successfully convince Eze Eberechi to come to Arsenal, it's still unknown whether they will be able to trigger the release clause. Yes, that one is another problem. It's not just to convince the player. It's whether they will be able, to trigger the release clause is another thing that is yet to be understood. I'm not wasting much time. Juventus are considering to swap either of these three players with Jadon Sancho. One of them is Dusan Vlahovic, the second one is Douglas Luiz, and the third one is Timothy Weah. That is this great icon of football. That is George Weah. Now, these three players are the players Juventus are considering to swap Jadon Sancho with. And Manchester United fans, please, this time I'm calling you people now to come to know whether you want this player, which of this player you want. And from me, my own perspective, I think you people should be going for Dusan Vlahovic, because you guys really need a sharp striker, very sharp striker entering next season. You need a center forward that will get everything done. Usually when he or she he is in the in the 18-yard box, be able to do the necessary. An out striker is what you people need. So I think you people should opt for Dusan Vlahovic, which will benefit you people more. Yes, I think that's what you need, but it's still open to you people to choose the player, whether you need Douglas Luiz or Dusan Vlahovic or Timothy Weah. Timothy Weah is also a very good striker, but I think Dusan Vlahovic will do a better job if you people go for Dusan. Do not forget to subscribe, like this page, share this video, comment, feel free, especially because something else is also coming up that I want to tell you. Please try to subscribe, try to share this video. Now, straight into it. Eberechi also is another player that Arsenal are really gunning for. They are convincing him, sending even other players from Arsenal that are close to him to talk to him, to convince him to come to Arsenal. But the twist in this issue is this: we don't even know if Arsenal will be able to trigger the release clause of Eze Eberechi. That's another problem, because it's around 70 million euros, or 75 million euros. If Arsenal will be able to trigger that release clause, we still don't know. And Arsenal are still having eyes for Rodrigo, as well as Nico Williams, because as I'm talking to you now, Barcelona are finding it hard to register him. Tebas, the president of La Liga, has come out to tell Barcelona that he don't think that Barcelona will be able to register this player, just like it happened to Dani Olmo and Pau Victor last season. That I don't think they'll be able to register this player. So, Nico Williams' agent is now saying that Barcelona should add in the clause, that is in the contract they are signing with Nico Williams, that if they are not able to sign to register him, they will allow him to go for free to another club, of which Barcelona is not finding funny. Even me too, I will not even take it in any way. I will not. So Barcelona is not even finding it funny. I don't know how they are going to do this one, and I don't know how this one will go. So as a Barcelona fan, I would like you to come and tell us what you people think about this one, whether you agree to that clause in the contract that Nico Williams' agent wants Barcelona to sign. So I don't know if they will agree to that. This is difficult.